What's up, guys? It's episode 390. Welcome back to the show.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hey, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. All right. God, January sucks. Can we all agree that January is a perpetual Monday, start to finish, for 31 fucking days? I did not want to do these sound effects and this crazy, musical shit in the beginning because it's cringy every time I do it. But I'm trying to feel something today. This Celsius is not working. My spin class did not hype me up like I wanted it to. I'm freezing fucking cold. Okay. We're not going to start the episode off complaining. We're not going to do that. We are going to talk about what's going on in the world. Okay, so Trump's back in the White House. Trump's back. Anyone? No? Okay, how do we feel? Okay, Trump's back in the White House. TikTok did not get banned. What else is happening? Blake Lively, she's still being a bee. She's still got her head all the way up her own ass. Okay, I'm Team Justin. If you're new, actually, I don't think I've even talked about the Justin versus Blake drama yet, but I am Team Justin. And what else? Elon did the Nazi salute ? We're going to talk about that at the inauguration because everyone's freaking out about that. What else is happening? We're going to start off with life updates. Then we'll get into the inauguration day takeaways I have. Mostly about Melania because that's, to me, she was everything. She was the moment. And I just want to talk about Melania. I'm going to talk about Melania, Barron, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Elon. Okay. And then we're going to get into the latest updates on the I almost said Justin Lively, Justin Baldoni. I can never say his last name. I love when Ethan Klein from the H3 show calls him Justin Balzania. He doesn't say his last name right. And I always want to say Justin Balzania now. But anyways, Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively, the lawsuit. We're going to get into the latest video that came out that makes Blake look, in my opinion, just so stupid. I mean, I have so many thoughts and so many opinions on the whole situation between the two of them. So that'll be the end of the show. And then I'm sure I'll talk about a million other random things. But let's start off with the life updates. So I'm no longer sick because last week, if you listen to last week's episode, I was on my deathbed. It was so bad. I was sick for a month, got the flu twice, ruined Christmas for myself this year, was sick for 10 days over Christmas. I had to go to the hospital. I had to get fluids. It was a whole thing. So yeah, I'm not sick anymore, but I'm very sniffly. And I constantly feel like this will only make sense to people that used to do swim team. I constantly feel like the feeling of when you do a flip turn and you breathe weird and you get water up your nose. That's how my nose feels at all times right now. And I think it's the weather. It's the cold is making my nose just extra runny, but it is chronic. So that's the latest on the sickness. It's just a lot of that all day and just constantly looking like I'm snorting cocaine in public. I was at, TJ Maxx yesterday and I was doing a return and I was talking to the cashier and I found myself the entire time just I was desperate. I didn't have a tissue. I had to really intensely to keep it from dripping down my face. I mean, it's of course, we're going to be graphic and we're going to be disgusting. We're going to talk about bodily fluids. And I was going to mention something else related to my GLP-1 medication that's also graphic and disgusting. It also has to do with bodily fluids. But I'll stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to chill. I think, actually, this Galaxy Vibe Celsius just kind of kicked in. So life update, still a little sick, whatever. Feeling good, hating January. The only thing good about January is football, period. That is the only, and God, I'm embracing the fact that I am a bro. I am a, what do they call the manosphere? I am a manosphere loving bro. I love football. I love drinking beers at the bars with the boys, watching football. I fucking love it. That's what like last week we watched the Chiefs at a Chiefs bar. It was amazing. This time in the season is like okay, obviously it's a playoff, so it's like exciting now and everything counts. And if you lose, you're out, right? So like it's fucking great. And it's the only thing that's getting me through January because I fucking hate January. January is the worst month. It's the Monday of months. Not a fan, but I am a bro. I am a boy. Yesterday, I was like, damn, I wonder, I must be the only woman. God, it's like, could you get any more pick me? Could you get any more pick me at the top of the hour, at the top of the show? Could you get any more pick me? I was listening to Protect Our Parks. If you know, you know, the Joe Rogan series segment with who's Shane, Mark, Ari, right? And Joe, is just the four of them. They all get around, they get all fucked up and they talk about whatever. But like I was broing down at TJ Maxx to Protect Our Parks. And that episode was like 4 fucking hours. And I'm like, this is my favorite Rogan series, Rogan type episode. Like the one I always tune into is Protect Our Parks. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I like a good bro hang as a woman. Like it's a fun time and they talk about funny shit. So I was, you know, buying fucking candles at TJ Maxx, listening to that and just the entire time, you know, with my nose. Cause this year of sickness has been horrible for me so far. And I don't know, this new strain is, in my opinion, worse than COVID. And I've had COVID, so I would know. And this new flu is not for the weak. And I honestly think I have long influenza A. Like it's lingering so fucking long. Like, okay. Too much swearing already in the episode. We'll tone it down. What else is happening? Life updates. I'll do my GLP-1 update. So yes, I am still taking a GLP-1 medication as someone who doesn't physically have diabetes. I'm not obese. I'm just vain as fuck and I'm curious. And I wanted to see, because when you're offered a free GLP-1 medication in exchange to be a content creator and make content for a company, like you say yes, right? Like if you get it, you get it, right? Like I said yes. I could have taken it. I've told the story before. I had options. Okay. I could have done the NAD, could have done the B12 shots. I could have done like the other things they offer. But at the end of the call with the doctor, I was like, what about a GLP-1? And I got the it's prescribed. It's inside my body right now. And honestly, I feel like I'm living on X Games mode. I feel like I am living on, this is life on another. Being on a GLP-1 is living life. Yeah, not only on X Games mode, but you're just better than everyone who's working out and trying to eat healthy. Like that's how I feel. I am so above. Like I am at the point now where I'm not even, it is like when a genie asks you, this is the thing. All women probably can relate to this. I'm talking to the girls. Okay. This is for the girls. If you're a guy, hi, this is a girly show, but if you're a guy watching, it's fine. Whatever. If a genie, when you always get the question, if a genie could grant you one wish, what would you want? And my response, I would say, oh, I wish animals can talk. But as I'm saying that, what I'm really thinking is, I wish I could eat anything and not get fat. So now that I'm on a GLP-1 medication, I literally feel like all of my dreams have come true. It is so fucking effortless. It is so efficient. I don't think about food. I don't think about my next meal. I'm not hungry. I feel like my body's like more like vibrant and like happy and healthy. And yeah, I've lost a few pounds, few meaning like 12. Okay. It's kind of a lot for me. I didn't need to lose 12, but I feel better, honestly. I also had the flu. So I didn't know if it was the flu that made me lose all the weight or if it was the GLP-1 medication and I was still injecting it while I was sick. And so it was a whole who cares? Who knows? Theme of 2025 is we don't give a about anything. We're oversharing and we're unapologetic and nothing matters. And it's my mantra this year. We are complaining less. That's what I need to work on, except for the podcast, because that's why you tune into a podcast, to listen to someone complain. So we're complaining less and we're not giving a about anything. Okay. So Yeah. Lost some weight. Feeling great. GLP-1 medication is a little constipating. I will say that's the part I was alluding to in the beginning about the bodily fluids and the GLP-1 medication. It's a little constipating and it's kind of uncomfortable, but it's worth it. It's worth it because, oh my God, it's like a dream come true. I'm like, you know what I think it is? I really think the blood sugar regulation, I mean, that's the whole thing with GLP-1s. Like, that's the whole start of it. It was for diabetics. It was to help control their blood sugar or whatever. And that shit is I feel like so good for you. Like, I probably don't spike anymore like I used to. And so I'm super even. I don't get as hungry. I'm sure there's long-term side effects that I'm ignoring, that I'm not looking up because I don't want to. And I also kind of don't care because I feel great. My mental clarity's up. My sleep's good. Everything's like better on a GLP-1. So, I'm like if all this, I am a podcaster, podcast host, influencer girly, whatever you want to call me. I'm a podcaster who is coming to the internet. And I'm the one who's going to be honest with you about being thin and taking a GLP-1. Okay. Because you're not going to hear it from Christina Aguilera. You're not going to hear it from who's on Ozempic. Like who's on like every fucking celebrity, right? You're not going to hear it from them. They're all doing it on the DL in the closet. They're all skinny and everyone's like, oh my God, they look so great. Also, they have like Ozempic face and that doesn't look so great. But regardless, like they're all doing it. We all know they're doing it, but no one's really talking about it. Okay. I'm going to be the person coming to the internet for you. And I'm going to be honest about, because look, I've talked about it before. I have nothing to prove. Okay. Nothing to prove about my body. If you watch the show from the start, go to my first YouTube video. Oh my God, I need to do a compilation. Literally 35 pounds, probably fucking 40 pounds heavier than I am now. My hair was half blonde, half brunette. My roots were all the way grown out because it was COVID. I looked like shit. I have done the whole like health journey thing time and time again. I have nothing to prove. So I'm enjoying being a already thin, healthy, fit person taking a GLP-1. I think it honestly is great for everyone. And maybe I'm talking out of turn. I'm not a doctor, but there are so many benefits beyond weight loss that I'm already noticing and in just a few short weeks. So that's the GLP-1 update. What's going on in the fire situation? Should we talk about the LA fires a little bit? So obviously the LA fires are devastating, horrible, terrible. And I think, what has it been? 2 weeks now? Has it been 2 weeks since they happened? But here's what I want to say about people. People. This is what I want to say about people showing how charitable they're being. Like, if you do an act of charity, if you perform an act of charity, of help, of aid, of whatever, if you're out there in the Palisades with a tray of tamales, I don't know what, feeding people who've lost their homes, the staff, if you're feeding, there's a lot of displaced staff members, unfortunately, and you know, the babysitters, the maids, the butlers, whatever they have there. Okay, there's a lot of display. What I'm saying is if you're filming it, if you're posting about it, if you're making a TikTok or a reel of you helping people in LA, literally go fuck yourself. Like, I'm sorry, that's a little extreme, but it's just like, okay, I get it. It's like a feel good thing. It's like, oh, I'm helping people. Look at me giving back to my community and LA needs help. And it's like, I just hate the part where there's a camera and they're like, look at the donations that we're bringing here to this area. You can come get your free clothes. And okay, you know, I will say there are some people out there that get a pass, like Bethany Frankel, as you know, she's got her, what's it called? She has like her charity, right? It's like Be Strong or something. She was like helping people out in the streets, like filming it. Okay. She gets a pass just because certain people, it's just like, okay, this is what it is for me. Cause I'm in San Diego and there's currently a fire that just broke out, a brush fire. There was one yesterday too. And it's like, how is this happening? Like it's almost like, are they starting them on purpose at this point? Like what's happening? You know, they fucking, thank God, blew the fire out literally. I am this is a psychotic episode, and I am on video today. Please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on video today. You can watch me on YouTube and Spotify. Okay. Back on camera. So the psychotic energy is out. I'm also feeling better. I'm on a GLP-1. I'm not supposed to say this specific one. I am on tirzepatide. Okay, whatever. Okay, feeling good. But I was at TJ Maxx, right, listening to the Protect Our Parks, and they were, I went out in the parking lot and they were doing the water planes, or the helicopter water droppers. They were up there. They were doing it. I was like, holy shit, this is happening. And it was like a 2 acre, I mean, it was in comparison to the Palisades fire and like all the LA fires, like it was like a 2 acre situation that they blew out in an hour. I mean, it was like a quick turnaround. But then today, thank God for the Watch Duty app. Go download the Watch Duty app if you haven't. Tells you all you need to know about where the fires are, where they're starting. Look, all my updates right now are just Watch Duty. Forward progress has been stopped at 4 acres per incident command. An air attack has been released. 2 copters remain overhead. Okay, so they're putting out a new fire in Rancho Bernardo, or I think it's called the Bernardo fire. So, yeah, but okay, this is what it is for me. Like, okay, it's like, who gives a fuck, right? Okay, so like, it's just when people are like from San Diego and they're like, driving, I don't know, they're being nice, they're helping. Why do I care? Why is it annoying to me? What I'm trying to like, let's unpack this really quick. I guess I just don't like when people like film themselves giving back. It's like when they give, like, it's like giving a homeless person money and then like filming your arm going out your car window and you're like passing. It's like, it's icky. It's icky. It's just icky. Just help and don't film it. Like, I understand when people are trying to show like, hey, this is where the free food is. This is where the tamales are being passed out. This is where the clothes are. You know, if you've lost they lost everything, right? Like, here are the tampons. You know, here's the water. Because I get it. They're trying to like show the different places, the different stations of, where the stuff's at so you can come pick it up. I get it. I mean, there's like a line, I guess. And I just, when people show and they film themselves, like, I'm like I'm driving up to LA from San Diego and I'm doing a thing this weekend with, oh my God. It's a fucking cash grab now for all these fucking t-shirt companies and just people with brands are like, it's like them. They're just like whoring themselves out and sorry. Again, let's calm down. They're taking advantage of this situation. They're like, we're going to give back. We're going to give 20% of the proceeds of this trucker hat to the people that lost their homes in LA. It's like, dude, all I care about is animals. I care about the people too. But like, I don't know, the pets, that's devastating to me to see those videos. Yeah. It's awful. It's devastating. It's giving 2020 all over again when LA went to shit. Because, obviously, like, there's going to be a lot of businesses struggling from this. There already are. I mean, people that don't have jobs because of how many staff members were packed into the homes in the palace. I don't know. I'm assuming lots of nannies, lots of housekeepers, lots of gardeners. There's really nothing to garden up there anymore. So a lot of it's a lot of shit. So they're saying, what is it? It's going to take like 25 years to rebuild. No, what, like 10 years? There's just a lot of shit with the permits and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And who was saying that Jillian Michaels lost her home in the Malibu fires or something like that? And she had to wait a year to get a permit just so she could clean up her house. I don't understand how that works. Like, clean up what? Like, debris? Literally, it was like dead animals were in her pool for a year and she couldn't take them out until she got the permit to take them out, which is like completely asinine, ass backwards and upside down. Like, I don't even understand why that. Like, I would just clean up. I would literally rip the carcasses out of the pool myself. Have I done that before? Have I ever had to retrieve a carcass from a pool other than just like bees, saving the bees from the pool as a kid, You always had to say, there was always a bee in the pool that you felt terrible for. The flies were, fuck off if you're a fly, but You know, I feel like I've seen like dead animals at the bottom of our pool growing up. Like a fucking rat or something. I don't know. Or no, it was always like a bird. So anyway, so there's fires. What's the latest? Let me just look at the containment or whatever, the percentage up in LA. I mean, oh my God, like literally the entire southwest coast of California is like red on watch duty. But the Palisades, what's the, I mean, it was like 23,000 acres. Containment, 68%. So, yeah, but what a wild chain of events, you know? Hughes Fire looks kind of big. What the hell's that? Oh, 500 acres. How many was the Palisades? It's weird. The Palisades look smaller, but it's thousands of more acres. I don't know. I don't like how they do the color spread on the Watch Duty app. It's confusing. I just want to see the red outline over where the fire is, but it's kind of like red everywhere. And so you're like, anyways. I'm going to the Farmers Open this weekend. I'm going to watch golf. Then I'm going to go back to the bars with the boys and we're going to watch the Chiefs again because I guess I'm a Chiefs fan again this year. It's kind of one of those things where like when all of your friends are Chiefs fans and they have a Chiefs bar that they love going to every single Chiefs game because they're like superstitious and they have to go to this specific bar every single Chiefs game. They have to watch it and they have to like order the same thing. And like, it's a whole situation with their fanboying. So over time, like I think I've been doing it for 3 years now. This will be the third Super Bowl. I went to the Super Bowl there last year. Now we're going to probably go back this year if they make it. So, I guess like I'm a Chiefs fan. So Farmers Open on Saturday. I think Saturday. Yeah. Football Sunday. Hopefully I can fit a spin class in between. Hopefully I'm not toasted completely from watching golf in a box with a nice view, and that's going to be great. Probably not going to make my spin class Sunday. I'm just thinking of this right now. I need to cancel so I don't get the cancellation fee on my, I use a ClassPass. So today, speaking of spin class, today I finally got the rhythm. It took me about 20 spin classes to finally get the rhythm. I'm slouching on the bike. And that shit, I'm sorry, like it is so unassuming how like you see the girls in the front row and they're all just like in rhythm. Everyone's just like, they all have like a shoulder shimmy too when they do it. I'm like, what's this shoulder shimmy? What's this? Like, how are they always on the same foot? They're all doing the hand motions and the fucking push-ups all the same. And it's like, here I'm in the back just like awkwardly pedaling. So I finally looked up a video on like what you're supposed to do. And essentially you're supposed to lean on one leg. So if they say like, oh, like right leg lead or something, like you're supposed to like kind of lean on your right leg. So I was trying that out today and I finally feel like I got it. And I was like, I just feel like such a dork when I do the motions with the push-ups and it's not good for the tits. It's okay. I don't do any like chest things. Okay. Cause it's just not good. I don't want to separate what I've got going on. So I feel like, yeah, anything with the pecs I avoid. So I just kind of do the baby push-ups. But today I was so proud of myself. I finally felt like I got it and I could like keep up with the instructor. But it's so funny because I used to make fun of spin class for that reason. I was like, it's so dorky how they do all this like, you know, and then now I'm kind of obsessed with it. Like I kind of want to like go back tomorrow. I go super early. I go at 6 a.m. and I have like a favorite instructor. And so that's been fun. What else? I think that's kind of it for the life updates. Should we get into the inauguration day takeaways? Because I have quite a few. Anything else I can think of? I baked brownie cupcakes last night. Life advice or, oh my God, it's not even life advice. Pro tip, baking pro tip. Put brownie mix in cupcake tins. It's 10 times better. So that's what I did. Like it's like having a little I don't know. It's like the same thing as brownies, but it's in a cupcake form, and I frost them like cupcakes, and it's amazing. And we didn't even eat any of them. It's kind of getting annoying for Corey, I feel like, because, well, it's like I'm a cheap date now. I'm a real cheap date because I don't eat very much, and then I also like don't have a sweet tooth really. So I don't know. Like, okay. This is what I want to say. This is my final thought, and then I don't think I'm going to talk about it for the rest of the episode at all, because I feel like I always want to like go back to like the GLP-1 chit chat. But here's what I want to say. I know it's January. I know everyone's starting their health kicks, or they've already given up and failed, because it's after 2 weeks, people give up on their dreams of their New Year's resolution. So whatever. But here's what I want to say. So when you're setting out to work out and eat healthy and like lose weight, tone up, it's a lot of like mental energy and thought and preparation, and you've got to grocery shop, and you've got to like get everything dialed in, and you have to like be disciplined, and you have to have willpower. And here's what I'm saying. Okay. When you're on a GLP-1, it makes it so brainless. You don't even have to try. I should put a little asterisk there actually, because you don't have to try if you already generally eat healthy and exercise regularly. Okay. So if you're someone, and again, I'm not a doctor, this is just my personal experience as someone who's already living a healthy lifestyle, who's on a GLP-1. But if you're someone who's just starting out eating healthy and like learning how to like, meal prep and get your protein in and have a regular exercise routine, like don't take my advice. This is like, you're on a different side of the spectrum. Okay. And so what I'm saying though, is if you're just someone who's like already, doing that, you're already like me, like I already do all the healthy things, and then you're on a GLP-1. Oh my God. Like life is it's so much easier. It's again, like X Games mode. It's like, it's a cheat code. I'm just saying. It sounds so fucked up that I'm even like promoting that. And I know it's like, it's probably not a good, just being honest about my experience. And it's literally like you wake up every day and you're like, nothing sticks to you. It's like your blood sugar never spikes. You're never storing fat. You're never overeating. You're just always like, that's the thing. It's like, I am eating, this is what I wanted to say, and then we'll move on to the inauguration stuff. I am eating exactly how, like, if I could do everything perfectly without any like overeating, over drinking, it's like you just naturally do that when you're on a GLP-1. It's like you naturally have the right portion size. You naturally have the right amount of alcohol. You naturally, like, without you're never overdoing it. And so it's like, if that's what I mean with the cheat code thing, it's like you just have exactly what you need and not too much. And it's like you realize how little your body really needs, if that makes sense. And maybe I was overeating this whole time, because honestly, like I was like 15, I lost 16 pounds. Okay. Yeah. I weigh less than I did on my wedding day. So like craziness, right? But like, it just really, it shows you like what your body really needs and versus what you think I don't know what it wants. What am I saying? Okay. So inauguration, Corey's on his way home. Okay. So it's 2 hours later. Corey came home. Why did he come home? In the middle of my podcast, which is a major no. Don't disrupt the flow. You know what I mean? Like, I do not have, my stage fright is bigger than my ability to, what am I saying? Am I a professional at this? Yes. Am I also insecure when other people listen to me podcast when I'm doing it alone? Yes. If I had a guest here, I wouldn't give a shit if there was like 10 people listening in, because like it's normal. We're having a conversation. But when I'm doing it alone, I'm still I'm still working on that. Going into 5 years of podcasting. Okay. So why did Corey come home? What was the situation? And then we'll get into the inauguration. Okay. I do want to get on to that as soon as possible, because we really need to talk about it. You guys, he had a landscaper come by. like the 3rd this week. It's getting like, okay, we got to pick someone. We got to pull the trigger. We got to make a decision. It's like you have someone come by and then they're like, I don't know if this is the right fit. So they refer you to someone else, or you've got the landscape architect and then you have like, I don't know if that's the same as the designer. And then you've got, I don't know how it works, but we're redoing our entire backyard and there's just a lot that goes into the planning and the designing of it. And yeah, so Corey came home and now I had to crack open DC. I've been really cutting back on my caffeine and it's been really nice because I'm not taking naps anymore. So, hey, riddle me that, right? You know what we've been talking about? We've been talking about and I've made it it's like so annoying. It's like I make it my personality whenever I talk about how much I over caffeinate. It's like every fucking, like, first of all, if you're like every white girl influencer, any woman with a camera in her face posting herself online is probably at some point going to talk about how she loves coffee and she's like, I drink way too much caffeine and actually no, all the bitches are on the matcha now and they're like getting off the caffeine and they're like regulating their hormones. So like actually this is like so 2016, but anyways, I've been cutting back on caffeine and it's nice because guess what? I'm not taking naps. I don't feel like I need a nap anymore. So, if you know, like that is a life-changing situation for me because I take a nap 7 days a week at the same time every single day. No matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing, 12:30 hits, I'm asleep. Okay. I'm asleep. Okay. So let's get into the inauguration. It's been 2 hours since I was in the flow of this. An hour back. I love my husband. He's amazing. He gets shit done. Okay. Get you a man that gets shit done. You don't have to ask. He just does things. And when it comes to this house and the decorating and the fucking landscaping and I can't keep up. He just gets, it's like and I've been talking about this. It'll be a year in February that we bought this house. But literally the day we moved in, I couldn't keep up with like, there's always someone here. There's always something being worked on. There's always something. Oh, it's just like, how do you have, this could be this might, let me spiral for 2 seconds. Literally, I'll make this short, like 2 seconds. But he's the kind of person, and I know a lot of people like this, where I'm like, we all have 24 hours in a day. Like, but he makes me feel, he packs so much in, he gets so much shit done. I'm like, I can't wrap my head around it. I cannot like comprehend the efficiency, the speed, the execution of the, I do 2 things and I need a nap at noon, or I do 2 things in a day and I'm like, all right, that's it. That's all I can do. Like my ability to like do a lot in a day is so small compared to him. And it drives me nuts. And we had a conversation. We went and watched the national championship game on Monday night, Ohio State versus Notre Dame. I didn't give a shit. I really didn't give a shit. But, we were at a restaurant watching the game and I was breaking down to him how frustrated I was. Cause I was like, I had a really great day, but we went to dinner at like 6 and I'm like, I was still working at 6 and I was in the flow. But then I realized like my day didn't start till 10:30 because by the time I go to the gym, by the time I come home, maybe take the dogs to the dog park really quick or walk them and then take a shower and then blow dry my hair and then do my makeup and then get my outfit on and then like kind of do a little tidy of the house, maybe make the bed. It's fucking 10:30. So my entire, like so much of my day as a woman, and this is for we can all blame the patriarchy. It is what it is. Okay, whatever. I mean, I embrace it. I don't fight it, but it frustrates me sometimes because I'm like, all of these little extra things I do for my appearance every day take up so much fucking time. And it's one of those things where like, when I'm put together, when I have my hair and makeup done, I feel better about myself. So that's why I like doing it. But then it takes so much time. And then I'm like, I'm anxious because I've spent 2 hours getting ready, or not that long, but you know what I mean? And I'm like, my day's over. So I'm better. Like my prime time is like 5 a.m. wake up, 6 a.m. workout, 7 a.m. I'm in the shower. And then between like 7 and 8, I'm getting ready. And then I'm like working at 8 a.m. sharp if I start my day at 10:30, it's fucking over. Cause y'all know I'm taking a nap at 12:30. Well, not anymore because I cut back on caffeine, but like you get the point. It's just, and then at nighttime, I have been loving my nighttime self-care routine. What else can we call it besides self-care? I don't know why that's like self-care. My like bedtime routine, but I've been spending extra time. I talked about this last week. I've been really like off the phone at night, reading. I've been reading every single night for a while. Like I'm turning like probably like at least 20 pages a night, which is like a big deal for me. Turning a lot of pages in my books that I've got my bookshelf next to me. I'm trying to like knock through these books this year. I want to read 50 books. It's my goal. So I'm reading, I'm spending more time doing my self-care, skincare, whatever, nighttime heatless curls and shit. I've been hair oiling. Hair oiling is, where have we been? Like it became a thing recently, like scalp health, like doing treatments to your scalp. And I've been like, so after I started hair oiling a few weeks ago, it's for like your scalp health and like your hair growth. And it's like good for your, like, it's good for you to like massage and like cleanse and oil and like treat your scalp like you would your own, like your face, like skincare, but it's scalp care, right? But it's making me realize like after you put that rosemary oil in your follicles and you're like deep within the roots of your hair and you really scrub that around and then you take saran wrap and you wrap your head with plastic and then leave it for 3 hours and then shower it off. It makes you realize you're like, it's kind of like during COVID when I started washing my hands 5 times a day. I'm like, my hands, once you become a hand washer, you realize how dirty your hands are. That's the same thing with hair oiling. I'm like, and I wash my hair pretty much every day because I work out and I get sweaty. Every day, every other day, give or take. But I'm like, there's levels to how clean your scalp can get. Like, obviously. But when I finish my hair oiling routine and I touch my head, it feels, first of all, tingly because of the rosemary oil. And it's like super like refreshing and it feels like you went to the spa. But I'm like, oh my God, my hair just like, it's like lighter. It feels better. So we're all walking around. All these bitches that are like, I only wash my hair twice a week. Your head is disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. And you need to stop. Like, how did we get suckered in? I know it's like, it's good for like, you don't want to strip the natural oils, right? Back in the day, it's not like we all had soaps and shampoos and we didn't like the cave women didn't wash their hair every day. So it's fucking disgusting. Wash your hair more than twice. I don't know. I'm like a big hair washer. Also it's because my hair's fine and it gets greasy quicker. Like, I don't know, like and I also, what did I say? I work out, I sauna. Okay. It's a whole thing with the sweating, but I'm telling you, like, it has changed the game for me. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm kind of in this phase where I'm like, I want to see like, how long can I get my hair to go? Like, can it touch my butt by the end of 2025? It's currently like lower tit length and I'm trying to get it to be like up, like bottom of my rib cage length, if that makes sense. So cool. Let's talk about the inauguration. Let's talk about my takeaways. Let's finally do this. That was our little intermission. But girls, do you ever think about, like, the question of the day is like, how many do you just do your girl routines without thinking about it? Do you just do your girl routines without being in your head about how much time you're spending on it? Or are you like me where I'm like, as I'm doing the things, I'm like, God, this is cutting into my day. This makeup routine, this little hair routine right now, it's like, I'm getting anxious. Like, as I'm doing it, I'm like, fuck, I wish, like, get this over with. Like, I need to like get on with my work. I need to like do stuff. I don't think I've been like, unless the only time I'm not like that is if it's like a Saturday. It's like Saturday at 3 p.m. I have a thing at 7 I have to look hot for. So I'm spending like hours in the bathroom. I'm planning on like that time slot of glamming. Like, I know that this part of my day, I'm going to be doing it and I'm happy about it and I'm excited about it. But like day to day, oh my God, I can't tell you how many of my days start at 10:30 a.m. It pisses me off because of it's just shit. It's like the fucking dogs, and then gotta work out, you gotta shower, and then I wash my hair, and then I gotta blow dry it, and then I gotta do my little like morning skincare and my Okay, so do you just do it with a smile and do you just like not think about it, or are you like me? Question of the day, because and then I was telling Corey, we were at the restaurant, I was like, this is why women, like, you see us like killing it at social media and like TikTok, and like, you know what, women figured it out. We're monetizing this part of our day that's like self-care and makeup and hair and shit. Like we're taking advantage of the fact that we can like film ourselves doing this now and we can make money from it. Like one of my favorite lanes on TikTok right now is OCD cleaning TikTok. Like women that are like super like particular with all of their cleaning supplies and like their cleaning routines every day. And they're like very like, they even talk like, they literally talk like this because they're just like really OCD and high strung about like being clean and having organization, being organized. But I'm watching it and I'm like, look, women are gonna like, they're gonna, and they love it, right? Like I think it's like, it's just either like, I love that they love it. You know, I'm like, oh, like, I feel like I ebb and flow. I'm like, I love it sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, fuck this. But what you realize is like, look, they're literally you could monetize your entire life, like from the second you get up, how to make your bed, you know, how to do your morning skincare, right? And then it's like how to do your Dyson Airwrap curls. And then it's like, okay, now you got to put your outfit on, like outfit of the day. You could take a video of that and fucking post it. And it's like, okay, now we're cleaning the laundry. And it's like, these are my favorite soaps. And then it's like, this is how I load my dishwasher. It's like all the shit that you're going to do as a housewife or a mom, whatever. Like I'm talking about the women that are, cause it's like, there's like, okay, my favorite guy though is Joey Fu, the Fu family with the 3 little kids. And he's always like cleaning his house and they have so much shit. They have too much. They have too much clutter and shit. I know they have kids and toys, but like they just need to do a big declutter and anyways, but so that's like a stay-at-home dad type of vibe. But it's like women now are like, it's almost the vibe is like, I don't even want to do this laundry unless I'm going to make money from it now because I can. Like once you realize that, it's like, why do you think I make these fucking TikTok videos and these makeup and hair videos? It's because it's like millions of people sometimes, it's happened before, I've gone a little viral. We'll watch it and I'm like, hey, there's, you know, $2,000 in my pocket. Cause I put some chicken in my crock pot, or I like, you know, did a skincare routine for my wedding, or, you know, like once you realize that and you actually get some traction, it's like, why wouldn't I film everything, you know? But then then you feel disgusting about yourself and you're like, I can't even like enjoy my life and be present because I'm constantly thinking about content. And then whatever, I don't know. Like I just look at the way things have moved with technology and the digital world. And like, that's how I feel about my podcast. Like I have this digital real estate, this portfolio that exists digitally online that is now becoming like bigger and bigger and bigger the more I do it. And I'm like, that's valuable. Like I can take that and do something with it. So like same goes for blowing up your TikTok and making a million videos. And, you know, I feel like it's kind of all nonsense because it's like just people flapping their fucking gums and doing random shit that's like not that interesting. Like I talked about this last week, like everything is so regular. Everything has been done. Everything's a trend. Everything's a thing. It's like, we've seen everything. It's not groundbreaking. Like I just posted a makeup video and I'm like, I know this isn't like some new thing you're watching. I know I'm not posting something that's like different and like interesting and a new angle. Like I'm literally just making a makeup video, but like, I don't know. I like making them. So, but I do think that putting yourself online, if you're going to be consistent with it, if you're going to grow it and, you know, make a personal brand and all of that, I think it's a net positive. You have to, you cannot do the teeter totter. Like this is my year. And then like you make 2 videos and then you never do it again. Like the people that are obviously having longevity in this TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, just the whole social media world, they're the ones that are in your face constantly. I mean, it just is what it is. Like they don't stop. They're relentless. They're just like a content machine. So, all right. Now that I don't even know what did we just talk about? Oh, being a woman and how some things are so fucked up sometimes, and it pisses me off. And I spend so much time in the bathroom getting ready, and I love it, but I'm like, I get anxiety on like a typical, like on a weekday. How do the fuck, like Kim K, like I know she's like, they have glam teams. Like, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's always like, even if I do, I think ideally if I can't get in the shower, get dressed. Okay. If I start having anxiety after about 30 minutes when I get ready in the morning. If I can't take a shower, blow dry my hair, do my skincare, put on a little makeup, and get ready in 30 minutes, I'm spiraling. It's already, this getting ready routine is taking up way too much of my day. An hour getting ready in the morning is like, it's very rare for me. Like I'm probably like an hour and a half chick. That sounds insane. But look at this. I wash my hair every day because I sweat. I go to the sauna. I work out. I do it in the morning. This takes for fucking ever. I do have my 15-minute Dyson Airwrap curl tutorial on my TikTok if you're curious. Like I've gotten it down so I can do it pretty fast, but that's still 15 fucking minutes. And I got to brush my hair. There's 5 minutes. Got to do my creams and oh my God. All right. So we're not even talking about the inauguration. But we need to. So I have takeaways. I have thoughts. We're going to talk about, coats. We're going to talk about Melania. We're going to talk about Barron. We're going to talk about Billy Ray Cyrus, and we're going to talk about Elon doing the Sick Heil Nazi salute ? Did he not? What do I think he did? What do I think he didn't do? We'll get into it. Okay. My number one takeaway from the inauguration is that all you really need is a nice coat. Like I couldn't help but notice these damn coats. Like everyone had a nice, long, perfectly pressed and polished and tailored pea coat. Everyone had it. And it looks so great. And I know like it's winter time right now and we're all rocking the fucking Patagonias, but we need to step it up. Okay. Our society we need to turn the corner with our athleisure, and we need to go from Patagonia to LL Bean. No, we need to go. I actually have an LL Bean. I said that because I have an LL Bean pea coat, like a black so they make nice shit, but we need to switch things up. It's my dream that we all go back to getting dressed every day. And why am I saying this? Because I have sensory issues with like everything that's not sweatshirts and sweatpants. So I don't know. Yeah, it was nice to see the fashion. Okay. And obviously we're going to talk about Melania. Okay. Because I have a lot of thoughts about her outfit. But the coats, I loved the second lady's pink Oscar de la Renta coat. I mean, gorgeous. Like that was the outfit. I loved Ivanka's green one. Trump had the navy. Barron had the navy. Melania had the navy. But they were just such great coats. If you don't have a long pea coat in your closet, what are you doing? Like if I learned anything from that inauguration, I didn't learn a lot because I didn't really watch it closely. It was that all you really need is a good coat. You need a good coat. And I'm like looking at my closet and I have this Pendleton coat. It's like, okay, it's kind of like oversized and I just need like new coats that are really classy and nice. And, yeah. So I don't know. That was my, what else did I notice? Like it was background noise. Like I honestly just had it on the TV as background the whole day. There was like a lot of, religious elements. It was very like wholesome and religious at certain points. I was like, okay, I know they like swear their hand on the Bible, but like there's other things. Was there a church? Like, I don't know. Like I was hearing stuff and I'm like, are they in a church right now? Or is there like a priest somewhere? Is like, I don't know. But yeah, let's talk about Melania because, oh my God. Obsessed. Okay, so we're just going to start off with Melania's hat. Okay. Melania's hat is giving someone shot my husband and I'm not fucking around this time. Okay. Her first inauguration, she wore a baby blue believe it was Ralph Lauren. And this time she was giving Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal, Mexican bullfighter, 20s mafia mob boss, Carmen, like all at once. This is all at once. This is what Melania's outfit was giving all at once. Carmen Sandiego, Jim Carrey in The Mask, the Hamburglar. What else? Aggressive Mary Poppins. Aggressive the mom in The Parent Trap when she's doing the wedding dress try on and she puts the hat on with the veil over it, but like lower on the eyes. That's very like fruity tooty and fun and happy and light. But Melania was giving like if that woman just pulled her hat down over her eyes. But like, so it was like aggressive Mary Poppins, aggressive. Did that actress die in a skiing accident? I believe she did. That was a horrible accident. Didn't she die in an accident? Yeah. It was giving ladies and gentlemen, comma, her, that audio. The class, the sophistication, the aura Melania had when she stepped out in that navy coat, the navy little pumps, the fucking hat. It was such a vibe. It was such a vibe. Like it stopped. I was like, sorry, I had to make this a whole segment because like nobody does that. Like her, like nobody, it was a statement. Okay. She's not fucking, someone shot her husband, raided her house. They've been fucking with her family for years. And she's like, no one is going to see my eyes. Nobody is going to. And I guess she's gotten a lot of shit for her facial expressions in the past. Like there's videos of her where it looks like she's rolling her eyes. Maybe she is rolling her eyes. I don't know. So this was like, maybe she had forehead surgery or hairline surgery. No, I'm kidding. That was clearly a choice. And it was clearly like, it was a statement. So Melania is my best dressed at the inauguration for those reasons. Unreal. Just such a vibe. I love Trump's comment about her hat. He's like, she almost blew away and she like levitated or something. People are giving them shit about their air kiss, but it's like, look, they both have makeup on. Like no, but like, she's obviously like, it was like a polite or not a polite, like in those situations when you've got a lot going on with the hat and the outfit, like husband to wife, like it's okay to do an air kiss. It's not like that. It's not that deep. That's what, see, people psychoanalyze the fuck out of everything Donald Trump does and everything Melania does and the entire family. They make a case for every little detail, like an air kiss, like, oh, the air kiss. It was like the biggest fucking headline from the inauguration. It's like, give me a break. Like, you know, it's just dumb shit. It's just so dumb. Everything is so dumb. The media is so dumb. Oh my God. My favorite part. Let's talk about Barron because Barron Trump always looks like he's on the verge of smiling, but he's trying to keep it serious and he's trying to keep it like straight, you know, like he has a little twinkle. He has a little twinkle in his eyes, but his mouth is tight and it's shut. Like he's not going to smile, but you know, he's thinking about like, I wish he could smile. But like, you know, he keeps it real, like, keeps it real straight, real serious. He's a true gentleman. He's very polite. Loved his hair slicked back. He looked great. I loved his little ear to the crowd. That was a great move. That was a great move. And then there's the Elon Musk Nazi salute controversy where he thanked the crowd and went chest to sky very abruptly with, it's like, Jacqueline, if it wasn't a big deal, why don't you do it? That's everyone's take. Like if you're okay with it, all the people defending Elon, if you're okay with it, just do it yourself. Make a video of you doing that motion. Like, good point, honestly. But like, my take is that Elon is clearly a socially awkward billionaire. And he was just trying to say thanks. And it was that entire speech was very awkward. His hand motions the entire time. He came out and he was like, he was like fist bumping and going crazy. Like the whole like salute part was so like Asperger and awkward. Like that's, if you've been around people like that are like that socially awkward, as they have Asperger's, Jesus Christ, am I autistic? Autistic. I'm really going in the in the depths of hell trying to defend this right now, aren't I? Like I'm really reaching for, but I just hate when people are like, this is so dangerous. What Elon did is so dangerous. The word dangerous is so, I'm sorry, it's overused. It's overused like narcissist is overused. It's overused like trauma, like, I don't know, like, what's another really, there's all these like words that get spewed around like they're nothing. And it's like the word dangerous. How does anyone, I'm sorry, I'm an Elon Musk defender. I don't care. Nothing about him scares me. It excites me. Okay. I'll just say it here. Like, I'm not, but they saw that salute and they're like, oh my God. But then it's true. Like when you put videos of the Nazis doing that salute, it clearly looks like, and next to him doing it or doing that hand motion, like it clearly looks like that's what he was doing. But like, I don't think he was even thinking that. I think he was like, my heart goes out to you guys in the crowd, and he's awkward, so he did it really fast, which looked really aggressive. And people are like, he was just doing that to test the waters. I'm like, he's so socially awkward and like that it didn't even look like he was thinking anything. I know he's a smart guy, but like socially, like no. So I don't know. I don't think we should read more into it than that. I mean, what did you want him to do? Like, my heart goes out. Like, again, people make everything like 10 times more of a big deal than it needs to be. And when people throw the word dangerous around, throw around the word dangerous with Elon Musk, it's like they do that with everything. Everything's dangerous. Trump's back in office. If you're a woman, you are in danger. It's just when things get so, people talk in such extreme language now, and it's like, let's all use our critical thinking skills. Let's all put our thinking caps on and like take it down a notch, because it's not like that. It's just not. So that's what Elon did at the inauguration. I love how jolly he is. I really just enjoyed that video of him like, and there's Barron like straight faced, right? Because Barron doesn't smile. Barron holds it back. He looks like he wants to smile at all times, but he's also like, I got to keep it, professional here. But the video of Barron's face next to Trump, and he just, Elon's just like, or Barron's face, did I say next to Trump? Barron's face next to Elon, and Elon's just like just being like a jolly fucking child. Like, I don't know. Why do people hate on that? I don't understand it. I don't know what other people are seeing that I'm not seeing with Elon and why they're so scared of him. I get I hear the arguments. I hear that it's like, what's the quote about your enemy being your best friend? Or like, he has like he's plotting evil things, but he presents as like, I'm saving the world, People make that argument all the time. I'm like, well, whatever. I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe I don't have good judgment I don't know the guy, but like from what I've seen, I'm like, I'm a fan. I like what he says. I like what he's doing in this world. Like, I think it's cool. I think he's an interesting, very interesting, smart dude. And he's, making shit happen in the world. But honestly, the Tesla truck, every time I see it parked or driving by, I'm just like, I saw old Ford Model T and a Tesla truck at a red light. And I'm like, what the fuck happened with design? Like the Ford Model T, it was like an old Ford. My grandparents have one. They have one, like an old antique car. And it's so beautiful. The lines, it's just beautiful. And it was eerie because it's next to a Cybertruck at a red light. I took a video of it because I was like, whoa, that's a crazy juxtaposition right there. Like, it was like, this is where we started, this is where we are today. But like the lines of the Cybertruck, the harshness, I don't know. I just feel like it's just not my favorite. And people that drive them, it's like they're trying to, it just comes across super try hard and like, look at me. And it's not like cool. It's like people think it's cool, but it's like it does look cool, but it's like, so it looks dumb at the same time, if that makes sense. I don't know. Whenever I see it, it pisses me off. I don't know. Okay. So Billy Ray Cyrus, his Liberty Ball. Should I play the Elon clip? Let me just play him. This is when it happened.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Yeah. People are like, hey, the crowd was cheering. They were supporting him doing this Nazi salute. Like, you can see like the passion. Like, he's like, thank you. Like, it was like, not like, because isn't the Roman salute, the Nazi salute, whatever, isn't that like, you do that when you're, I don't think that's like a, hey, thank you kind of gesture. So like, I don't know. It's like you're like rolling through the crowd on the back of a car and your hands up. Like, I think of the Hitler videos, you know, it's like, or you say something, the crowd cheers, and then you like salute them all, right? There was the context of when it was used during Nazi Germany and when Hitler was doing it is different than an Asperger, autistic, socially awkward billionaire thanking a crowd with his awkward bodily movements. The entire fucking inauguration, his body movements were just, he's weird. He's a weird, awkward, like dude. But maybe it was intentional. Maybe that's what he was going for. I don't know, right? But I'm always gonna, I don't know. I hate just dumb shit on the internet that I see. I feel like people like took that so far. They're like, day one, he's doing the Nazi salute. Okay, so Billy Ray Cyrus, this was really sad. He had a performance planned that went south at the Liberty Ball on Inauguration Day, and they were having technical difficulties the whole night. Like, we all saw that Carrie Underwood video where she had to go a cappella and sing, what was it? Oh, Beautiful for Spacious Skies? What is that? Oh, Beautiful? What's that song? Amber Waves. Anyway, she had to sing that a cappella because their sound went out. The audio, the aux cord guy didn't do his job. I don't know. Like, so there was that. And then at the Liberty Ball, Billy Ray's guitar wasn't working. He ended up having to like sing. He was like, clearly he was drunk or on something. It was really sad. It was kind of reminding me of, like, you hate to see it, right? Like, you hate to see it. It was reminding me of, what's his face? Bradley Cooper in A Star is Born, Baron, and A Star is Born, the movie with Lady Gaga, like his character in it, where he takes a dark turn with the drinking, I believe, or drugs in that movie, and ultimately offs himself. So that was a sad ending of that movie. I spoiled it if you haven't seen it, but it was just giving Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, and it was sad. And I'll play this clip here. It was painful to watch.
I'm on, but it ain't playing, man. I guess it's dead.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Just snap your fingers. That's okay, bud. That's okay. Here.
You start seeing like Achy Breaky Heart.
You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. Come on, like it. Or you can tell your friend just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. There you go. You can tell my own. Go back into the phone.
It's like sad. So, I mean, they should just pulled him off the stage at that point. Like, I don't know how they even approved him doing this in the first place. If that was like, but here's this one. Good whistling there.
Let me hear you. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I go.
All right, you get the picture, but yeah, it's sad. I guess I didn't know this, but I guess like him and Miley are like not cool. Like I don't know what happened there. I don't know how long that's been going on, but it's just sad to see. It's like, damn. Especially at like the inauguration, it's like, how does he get why him? Why did he, like, I know Jason Aldean came on after him, but like, which makes sense, but like, look at the current state he's in. Like, how was that a choice for the inauguration? I hope he clearly needs some help. Like, come on. And again, it's like, you don't want to see it. You hate to see it and you don't want to see it take a dark turn, you know, like but it already looks like it kind of has. So, all right, let's do the Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively drama segment, because we watched It Ends With Us last week and Corey falls asleep during every single movie, which is so annoying. Like, he'll last 10 minutes and then he's out, right? Like, it's just how he's been doing it his whole life, apparently. But like since he was a kid, like he sleeps so quickly. Like, oh my God. It's like whenever you're watching a movie or a TV show with someone and they fall asleep, you feel like I'm like, okay, well, what's the point? Like, I want to see this with you. Like, I want to watch this together. And now it's like I'm by myself watching this and I'd rather just be on my phone. Like, the only reason I last through movies and TV shows is because someone else is watching it with me. The second they fall asleep, I'm on my phone. I could give two fucks about whatever is on the TV. Like, I rarely, no, that's sad. That's really sad. But like, it makes the experience so much better when you're sharing it with someone else. But anyways, this time was different because we turned on It Ends With Us and he was locked in the entire time. We did not get up for one single break. It was like, we didn't check our phones one time. It was like our attention spans were repaired by that movie. Like, it was crazy. So, I think, so I didn't read the book, but, I think it was great for obviously domestic violence awareness. I don't know what people's take is on that, but to me, someone that's like a near and dear subject to my heart, I think it did a good job. I think it was a really, a good look into what a lot of, I mean, it goes both ways, men and women, but like it was a woman in this case, experiencing domestic violence. Like, I think it was a good representation, pretty realistic of like what happens in the manipulation, especially, which is the worst part in my opinion of domestic violence, because when you're in it, you're not thinking clearly, you're in survival mode, and it takes getting out of it and then looking at it to realize how abused you were. Like, because if you were in it and you were aware of that and you knew the reality of the abuse you were receiving and how detrimental that will be to your, not only your health, how detrimental it currently was to your health, and then in your future with how effed up you're going to get from it and how it's going to like affect all your relationships and just the long-term effects of it. If you were in it, like, it's rare, I feel like, where a woman realizes that and gets out and survives that. Like, I think it's more, I think when women experience domestic violence, they more often than not stay in it. It's sad. That's my opinion. I don't know what the stats are on that, but like, I mean, it just seems it's because you're on this like roller coaster and you're in this cycle with it, and with the manipulation, especially the I love you and then I hate you and then I love you and then I'm being pushed, like in the movie, she gets pushed down the stairs and I love you, but then she's a black eye, and it's like this push and pull. I mean, that will keep you in a domestically violent, abusive relationship. Like, it'll keep you in it way longer than you should be. So for me, my, obviously it's a pipe dream, but like, as someone who's been around some psychopaths in my life now, like actually, it's a dream, but I think it's like not realistic that the second a woman experiences abuse from her partner, she pieces out, right? Like ideally this world, like that would be amazing if that's how it went. But again, these abusers are so manipulative. They're so like sick that it's like you're their drug and they're using you and then they keep abusing you. And then so you're like, it's like a parasite you can't get rid of. And so that's why, again, women stay in it way too long. And then their kids are involved. That's where this movie was like, damn. So with the scene for me, when the tears started flowing, God, Corey cried too. I was getting really choked up during the scene where she's holding her baby, Lily Bloom. I didn't read the book, by the way. Like, I don't know the fine details of the book, but when she had her baby and she's holding her baby in the hospital room with Ryle, her abuser, that's when she basically was like, we're done. No, like if your daughter came to you and said, hey, my partner is abusing me, would you want her to stay with him? And he goes, no, and so she's like, I'm asking you, like, I need you to leave. Like it ends with us. Like, she holds her baby, and I cried when she looked down at her little newborn baby and she told the baby, like, it stops here. This is where it stops. It ends with us. Like, they're not going to continue that cycle, because she had experienced her mom being abused by her dad growing up, and she witnessed that. And then she got into an abusive relationship, and then she got pregnant by the guy. And then, so instead of staying with him and staying in that and keeping that cycle going, she's like, it ends with us. And that was a really impactful, meaningful moment for me watching it. And I just think of like so many children that are born into this life that could have had it better if their parents weren't together because their relationship was an abusive one. Like, that's so unfair. It matters so much to me because I think it is so unfair and so wrong for a child that didn't ask to be born, and so extremely selfish. Like, and I know there's a lot of layers to relationships and love, but I just have like such a non-negotiable policy, personal policy, and just like thing for abuse where I'm like, boundary doesn't exist, doesn't happen. If it happens, I'm out. Like, I don't invite that into my life. It's gone. It's over. It's, so when I think of kids, and in this case, the baby born in the movie, I'm like, that mom, she put her child first and she made sure she was going to protect that kid from the abusive, father. that was, the child became, I think it taught her, or that was that's where it ended, that woke her up, or like, what do you call it? Like yeah, like kids can do that to you. It'll change your perspective on a lot of things. And, yeah, so the movie was deep for me, clearly. Hi. Like, we're going to talk about the drama now. Justin versus Blake. I'm Team Justin. We've already gone over that. I'm Team Justin, but I also think he's a freak, weirdo, typical, like, self-obsessed actor, like very shiny and like smooth and all the things that come with being like a really handsome, tall, dark, and handsome actor. He lost me. What lost me? So I'm Team Justin, but I'm saying this, like, two things can be true at once. I think, like, he lost me with that damn proposal video to his wife and the TED Talk and the whole, like, I respect women angle he does with his podcast. And it just pisses me off, to be honest. It's just like cringe as fuck. And he's weird. But I'm still Team Justin. And I think for me, my analysis on Blake is that she's a total B. Okay. She can't help it. It's just how she is. She's probably nice, but she's also like a bitch. Okay. Like, she just has that vibe. And like, it's kind of like how she reminds me of Mean Girls in high school or in middle school. Like, she reminds me of like classic Mean Girl vibes, like vibes. She just has that, like, again, she's probably like super nice, but then has this side to her that she almost can't help. And I don't know if that's from being raised super wealthy and always getting everything she wanted and being an actress. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it's obviously a product of like where she came from and her upbringing. And, but her accusations at the end of the day are ridiculous. This lawsuit is ridiculous. All the videos, all the evidence I've seen, I'm like, she looks dumb in my opinion. And she honestly clearly just has a crush on him. I think she has a crush on Justin Baldoni, and I don't think she read the book. The latest video, so we're going to watch it. The latest video is this B-roll of them dancing, kind of, there's like people in the background, they're like in each other's arms, and she's clearly, so he's acting and directing. He's like saying, cut, we're going to do this now. Like, Justin's like in and out of character the whole time. And she's clearly just Blake Lively. Like, she never breaks. She wasn't even acting. So she was claiming in the lawsuit, this scene or this part, she was claiming he sexually harassed her or something. So we're going to watch it. Yeah. And it's like nail in a coffin. Like, he's literally doing his job, as should she. Like, here, let's watch it, and then we can do like a little debrief after.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. He's literally. Okay,
so this scene is, again, this is B-roll. They're gonna play music over it, clearly, because they're just having a conversation, actor to actor, like, to look like they're smiling and they're in each other's arms, they're flirting, like they're falling in love, right? So the whole vibe, like the whole acting style, whatever, I'm not an actor, but like, it's to look like you're falling in love with this person. So the fact that Blake is saying she feels sexually, like, and again, with acting, with improv, because this is clearly improv. They're mouthing, they're talking, they're having a conversation. There's going to be music over it. So it doesn't matter what they're saying. There's no script here. It's all improv. With improv, there's clearly boundaries. Like, there should be boundaries. You should always feel comfortable on set. You shouldn't feel like you're being sexually harassed. I get it. But at the end of the day, it's a love story. It's a love story. You're acting. Do your job. Look like you're falling in love. He's doing that to you. He's holding you. He's smiling. He's trying to like smell your neck. Like he's acting as Ryle in the movie. Like he's doing it. Like you're just like feeling, in my opinion, she's looking like she has a major crush on him, and she's just still, she's not acting. She's just Blake Lively with a crush on her co-star. So we'll keep playing it. Sorry.
We just literally hear each other, and like
When I
time,
found a sociopath.
and like time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god, there's not enough time.
And they score again.
It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
It's like hard to watch this. It's like so cringe, honestly.
Cute.
They won the Stanley Cup.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then let's just do one almost like super close.
Yeah.
Can you guys frame up on the Sebastian on you?
Yeah.
We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
Yeah, got you.
But I think it should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because then
ready? Still rolling.
don't give it to them. They want it. Don't give it to
They
them.
score.
Okay, sniffing her neck, and then she's like,
Or another.
he's acting though. Like he's not like being weird.
I'm probably getting a great fan on you.
That smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
He's like touching her hair and like being all like, he's holding her face.
And they win.
Okay.
They won.
All right, cut. I think we got plenty.
Yes.
Slow motion. It's gonna be a 17-minute reel.
Boom, breaks character immediately. They're on screen chemistry, like the vibe, like between the two of them. I keep saying vibe. Sorry. It was great. Like I really think it, but I think it's because she's got a little crush on him. I don't know. It was like, I don't think it was hard for her to act in this movie because she actually likes the guy. I know she's like married to Ryan Reynolds. She has a family. Like I'm not trying to be like, but this video is like, I'm like watching each of them and I'm thinking, okay, because I'm like, okay, they're doing a scene, they're acting. I'm watching him, he's clearly acting. And then I'm watching her and she's just reacting to like him being hot and like flirting with her. But it's like he's acting that out clearly. And then he's like cut. And then he's like being a director, like we're going to frame this up. We want a close up on her, whatever. So it looks like she's just being herself and not like in character. But again, like I don't think she needed to really do much or try hard. Because just him acting and being flirtatious and caressing her hair and her neck and doing that was just like, she was just reacting to it as a woman who's like, damn, I have a hot coworker. That was my take. So then to accuse him of sexually harassing her the whole time, like, it's so tit for tat and fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like, again, do your job. It's a love story. This is what you signed up for. Okay. You're going to be intimate on camera. And again, boundaries are important. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable, but like, how do you judge that? As if she didn't, let's just say she was repulsed by him. Ugly. I don't think you're attractive. Ugh. Like you're the grossest guy I've ever had to act around and like be on set with. If she felt that way, like, I don't think any of this would be a thing. I think, I don't understand what started this. So I need to like do a little more research on like what, I know it was the press tour or the premiere of the movie and him having to like go in the basement and he couldn't be around her during it. And she was, people were accusing her of being too foo-foo about everything and not talking about domestic violence, but like he was doing that, which is what the book's about. And she was like, buy my new hair care line and bring your girlfriends and pop some popcorn. Like she was but then she was saying that that's what they were, which I believe is true. They were advised during the press tour for the movie to not focus on the domestic violence. So she was just doing what she was told. So there's a lot of like, again, tit for tat And then there's some weird text messages, and then there's a thing with her pumping her milk for her, like in her trailer pumping. And then he came in the trailer, and I mean, it's not like her tits, maybe her tits raw, I don't know. But like when you pump, you can cover that up. So maybe, I don't know. She like had him come back to the I don't know. But from what I'm seeing, I think it's hard for me though to unsee these damn interviews with Blake and just how her mannerisms and her way of being. Like so Justin is cringe, yes. It's easier for me to support Justin Baldoni, who is cringe and kind of weird, than Blake Lively, who comes across like a bitch who has a crush on Justin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's easier for my brain to go that way, like towards Justin, in support of that, than, because I just don't like her vibe. Like, I just can't get past these damn interviews. And I don't even think she's aware she comes across that way. I think her read on sarcasm is like she takes it, or she can't read sarcasm, or she thinks she's being sarcastic, but she's coming across too like aggressive. I think because people are like, oh, she's trying to be like her husband Ryan, and like his personality's like rubbed off on her, but like his goobery, like dorky brand of humor, Ryan Reynolds, like it works for him. And I also think he can get away with it because, well, he's a guy. Like, I don't know, like when Blake does the comments, it's like the sarcasm is like, I don't know, it just comes across like a bitch. So I'm not really sure where we go from here. I don't really know. So this is the video that just came out. That's why we watched it. But I don't really know what is gonna, like what's next. It's just so, to me, it's just, again, it's like, it's such a who cares thing, but I watched the movie. It was good. I enjoyed it. It sucks because I was like, damn, they had good chemistry. Like the acting to me was good. I was like, damn, Blake Lively, like, okay, you know, but again, I don't think she had to do much acting because she thought he was hot the whole time. Like, I don't know. I don't know how actors do it. Like, honestly, like I would just fall in love with every, like, it would be so, I mean, you're like, I don't know. It happens. It happens all the time on sets. Like, but yeah, so that's the episode. I kind of wanted to read like the lawsuit and like the specifics. She's coming after him, and then his lawyer is like, hey, we've got all the receipts. We're just going to like, once we show them or release all of them, she's done for, you know, like it's, the evidence will speak for itself. Like there's nothing they have to like convince anyone of, because it's just so obvious that she's delusional and crazy. And I'm trying to think of something that she accused him of that I'm like, like actually that tracks, or like, oh, I see that. But I need to know Blake Lively allegations. Let me just like look up a couple things. Like just for a couple, just like a little appetizer of this lawsuit. Okay, everyone's like talking about the new video. There was text messages though. Acting or harassment. Stars at odds over outtakes. What to know about the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama, legal complaint, PR accusations, and more. Okay, she alleged that Justin Baldoni, the director, her co-star, she alleged that he created a hostile work environment and tried to ruin her reputation. So the thing about the reputation, what I've heard is that those interviews that we saw come out of her were all contrived, like, or like that was a plan to like have those released or like resurfaced to make her look bad. And that was like that was like written somewhere to do. Like let me just see here. The complaint filed with California Civil Rights Department on December 20th accused Baldoni of sexual harassment during filming, as well as retaliation against Lively after she raised issues about his on-set behavior. She alleged that Baldoni hired a crisis publicity firm to engage in a social manipulation campaign to smear her while they were promoting the film. Such a filing with the state is often a precursor to a lawsuit. Okay. An attorney for Baldoni called the allegations completely false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious, and accused Lively of trying to salvage her reputation. She alleges that Baldoni, the film's production company, Wayfair Studios, and others engaged in a carefully crafted, coordinated, and resourced retaliatory scheme to silence her and others from speaking out. I need specifics here. She like locked him in the basement at the premiere. Like, what was that? Right? Like he couldn't even like be around her. Okay, so this is how and then we're going to wrap. This is what I remember. So I didn't read the book, but I was like, okay, but like I listened to The Toast and I listened to a lot of pop culture podcasts and they're all talking about It Ends With Us. It's coming out. Blake Lively's new movie with Justin Baldoni. Okay. So I kept hearing about it. So then it's like, okay, the movie premieres, there's the red carpet. And then I start seeing headlines where people, and it makes sense. You've got Justin Baldoni talking about, and I don't recall seeing these like interviews with him. Maybe I saw a couple. I did see a couple. He was in like a director's chair being interviewed, like whatever. So it was like, okay, the movie comes out and I think it's just natural. The public's like, why is Blake promoting a Hair Caroline, her husband's movie? Cause, Avengers. I don't know. What is Ryan Reynolds in? Fucking the Green Monster. I don't know. What's his movie that came out the same time that It Ends With Us came out? So she was like, I have a new the domestic violence It Ends With Us movie comes out. I know there's more to the story than domestic violence. Okay. But like, I believe that is what the overarching theme, the like main theme of the book was. I didn't read the book, but like I'm taking away, it wasn't this like airy fairy fluffy, like, I mean, it's a positive ending. So it is a positive story at the end of it, but like, anyway, so people are like, what the fuck? Blake's promoting, Justin's over here talking about domestic violence and he's being more like somber and like whatever. And then Blake's being like, I have a new Hair Caroline and grab your girlfriends, bring them to the movie and wear your florals. Cause Lily Bloom was, she had a flower shop. So I think just it's natural. You're like, that's weird. She's not really addressing. And then I think when the press would ask her about the movie in relation to the domestic violence topics, she was like, oh, I like your earrings. Like she would just change the subject. So that was weird, right? Like I think her behavior was weird. And I think that is so all of these headlines that were coming out about Blake, I don't think we're going to find out, but carefully contrived by Wayfair Studios and Baldoni and no, like I think it was a natural reaction from the public and the press to be like, what the fuck? Why is she being like this? It's a little weird. That was my personal reaction when I saw it coming out, but now it's just a shit storm for like no reason. I mean, again, we're going to find out, but like nothing I'm seeing is like, I need to see those text messages though, because I think the text messages are a little damning because didn't he like say something kind of out of turn, inappropriate? Justin Baldoni text messages. Blake Lively's alleged manipulative messages submitted in court as Justin Baldoni accuses her of extortion. Okay, here's a text. I'm not going to tell you that you were amazing because you teased me for being so sentimental, but you were amazing today. Justin Baldoni sent that to Blake. Blake says, thank you. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'm just a ball buster, but it means a lot to me. I care a great deal and always want to deliver. You were terrific. I'm proud of everything we did today, but really every day. That's okay. And then he loved, thank you. I do appreciate it. Like he loved that message and just said, thank you. There's nothing wrong with that. That is so like coworker to coworker. And I feel like, and I used to, I mean, this is like back in the day, I was like a child local theater actress. Okay. Like, I don't know, what was I, like 8 years old, but like when you're acting, like I had like one starring role as Gladys in the, what was it? The best Christmas pageant ever. And like, okay, this is like weird that I'm recalling this and comparing it because it's like I was a kid and they're adults and it's like not even the same thing. And this is like a fucking feature film. But like there's, I just remember the bond you have with the fellow actors. And because you are communicating with them, like you know each other really well, you're acting like you know each other really well and you're like literally acting. You're not being yourself. You're reading a script. It's like you're acting that, but you also bond with them in a brotherly, sisterly way or in a familial way, like in a friendship way, different than like your coworker next to you at your cubicle, at your desk job. Like when you're acting, it's a different vibe. And so like, that's what I'm taking away here. Like he can say, you were amazing. And she's like, you were terrific. I'm proud of you. This isn't like sexual or weird. What's the allegation with this text? Hey, would you mind? What's this? There was an issue with the intimacy coordinator though. Huh. Because she wanted to have an intimacy coordinator every single day on set. I don't know. I can't find it right here, but like there is a thing where he was like, hey, I found this intimacy coordinator. Like, do you want to meet her? Essentially, this was like the gist. And then she's like, no, it's all good. Like, see you on set or something like that. Like it wasn't like she just went with his judgment and was like, yeah, that's cool. Like whatever. Like the vibe of what she responded was like, she was fine with it. And then she, I guess like flipped and was like, hey, I'm not cool with that. Or like, you didn't introduce me or like, I don't know what the specifics were, but again, it's all tit for tat. It's all bullshit. We're all watching this like flies on shit right now because we have nothing better to do with our lives. No. But I don't know. I just think like acting's a little foggy sometimes when it's, I mean, I'm trying to think of another scenario with like, well, there's a lot of sexual abuse allegations in Hollywood. Don't get me wrong. But like recently, like, has there been 2 actors at each other's throats for like a similar reason? I just think it, like from what I'm seeing, the evidence, like from what I am gathering from the evidence, I'm like, how is this even a thing? Like, how is she making these claims? It's just, it comes across ridiculous to me. Especially these videos. I'm like, it's like clearly it's nothing. Like, I don't know. Okay. So we talked about the TikTok ban. We talked about my GLP-1 updates, the LA fires and people being annoying with their charity filming and being just like showing off that they're a good person. We talked about my spin class progress. Great episode, right? We talked about the only thing good about January is football. me being a bro and loving being a bro, hating that I come across pick me when I say that, but loving the fact that that there are great entertainers out there that happen to be men that happen to sit around and get fucked up in podcasts together. I know I'm not alone as a woman. Like, I know, like, sometimes I like the girly podcast, but like for example, if I had to pick between Protect Our Parks or like, I love Hannah and I love Paige. Okay. I love them. I love Giggly Squad. I'm a giggler, whatever. Like, I would prefer to listen to the Protect Our Parks banter. Cause like a lot of girly shit is so airy fairy and it's like, like I want to listen to like guys just talk about like, except when they start talking about like fighters and stuff, I'm like, I'm out. Like, I don't know any of this, but like, I don't know, like they're funny as fuck. Mark Norman. Is that his name? Mark Norman. Yeah. Oh my God. His little dumb jabs he throws in there. Yeah. So we talked about that. Oh, we talked about Melania's hat. We talked about the inauguration, Barron, Elon being a crazy Nazi, autistic Nazi. Billy Ray Cyrus. It ends with us and landscaping because we're rebuilding our yard. And this guy yesterday came by. So we had a landscaper yesterday. We had a landscaper today. And he's like, yeah, we're thinking of doing turf, which I am not for because I want grass because turf, it's like, it's giving like cancer. Like, I just don't understand how parents like have their kids run around on turf and like as their whole childhood in their yard. Like our future kids like will be running on grass and I don't care if the pipes won't go down that low. I will take the hose, like the irrigation pipes, because our yard is like it's down. It's not like our backyard. We're redoing our backyard. I will run a hose down the fucking stairs into the yard if I have to. And I will get one of those sprinklers. I'll get one of these like really like white trash, like rainbow sprinklers or the like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I will figure out the watering system. So we can have real grass but anyways, this landscaper yesterday is like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend turf. You guys should do rocks. I'm like, literally fuck off. Like, what is worse than turf? I mean, rocks are more natural, but like, because he's like, yeah, you don't want turf because it'll start looking like when the dogs take a shit, it'll look like spotty down there. Like you'll see where it'll stain the turf. So I'm glad he said that. I'm actually glad he said that because Corey was like, because Corey's team turf. I'm team grass. Okay. And I will win this because again, how hard could it be? Run a hose. I know it's like California. There's it's not very, we got to conserve the water. We need it for the fires now. We don't need it for our lawns, but like, Jesus Christ, I'm like, fucking just grass. I know it's not that hot in California. In San Diego, like it's hot, but it's like not that dry. I don't know. It's dry. It's dry. But like grass doesn't need that much water. Like it does if you want your grass to be like perfectly green, but like just take the hose over the deck, give it a little sprinkle once a week. It'll be fine. That's what I'm voting for if we can't get the irrigation system down there, which we can. Anything's possible with construction. If I've learned anything from being around Corey, he does development shit and construction, like all that. Hammer and nail. What am I saying? Oh my God, I need to end this. Anything's possible. Like you can literally anything you think, and like pretty much when it comes to construction, anything is possible. There's always a way. There's always a solution. It might not be the easiest, but it's possible. Like for example, we have to put ground cover all over our hillside, and I had to weed it before. I weeded our hillside one time, and I needed to I should have had a harness with fucking carabiners, and like I should have been rappelling off of our deck down into the hillside because it was literally the grade, the slope is like 30 degrees. It's like you're gonna slide down. I had to like I went barefoot and I didn't have any gloves and I was just like, and yeah, like gripping in the whole time. But so we have to put ground cover on it, and my sympathetic brain is like, I just can't. I can't hire people to do this. Like, I will feel too bad that they have to be on this steep hillside. How will they crawl around and dig holes and plant plants? Like, it's like impossible. It's so steep, but they'll do it, you know, they'll figure it out. But, there's always a way. What am I saying? Oh yeah. There's always a solution. Maybe they have like a special hillside chair they sit in that they like hook in. I don't know, but homeownership's great. It's in California. Home ownership in California is a dream come true. I mean, I can't complain, but it's a lot going on. It's always a lot going on, but it's been fun. Like, we're doing like the interior decorating side of things recently. Like, we're really like dialing it in. I do have a gallery wall to put up after this podcast, which I'm not looking forward to because like, it's just so much measuring and so much like you got to have the level and you got to make sure everything's spaced symmetrically. And if you've ever done a gallery wall, you know what I'm talking about. I know there's like hacks, but it needs to get done. Like, it's one of those things where like we've had the picture frames for like 2 weeks. We need to get them up on the wall and I keep putting it off, but it's fun. It's like fun to see your little visions come to life and decorate. And okay, that's the episode. That's it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast. Wherever you listen to podcasts, please hit that subscribe button and review the show 5 stars while you're there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a video and audio podcast. You can watch me over on YouTube. So subscribe there to my YouTube channel. And you can also watch this on the Spotify app. So go check it out. Love you. That's it. Thanks for being here. And I'll talk to you next week.
I'll do what it takes. I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit. I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.